Jim Chilton is an Arizona rancher, a member of the Public Lands Council and the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. Jim, welcome. Good to have you here today.
Thank you, Martha.
Tell me your story. Tell me what's happening on your land and why you feel that the U.S. government is failing in its duty to protect our country.
Well, first, the government has a very failed fraud strategy of patrolling the border. The fact is they come into work, the 650 agents in the Tucson station come to work, they check out their gun, they check out their vehicle, they go to a briefing, and then to get in their truck is 3 hours to the international border. So they don't go to the international border. They merely go about halfway and try and apprehend people 15, 20, 30 miles inside the United States. And as a consequence, the Border Patrol strategy has ceded hundreds of square miles to the cartels.
Understood. So the cartels obviously have figured all that out because they watch the comings and goings of the Border Patrol agents. What is it like for you on your land that I know your family has had, I believe, for generations? What kind of things have you seen happen that were unguarded?
Well, there's no Border Patrol between my house and that fence that you see on your screen. I have stumbled into drug loads. Cartel druggers have run. There are cartel scouts on our mountains, north, east, west, and south of our house. And we get a tremendous amount of drugs and trash and cartel-led people through our ranch. They've arrested about 4,100 people on our ranch or north of our ranch, having tromped through our ranch. Well, I'm not protected. I live in no man's land.
Well, some might say that if you don't feel safe where you are, and it's impossible to protect every square inch of the border, that maybe you should move if you don't feel safe there. What would you say to them?
Some of my neighbors have come to that conclusion. They've moved. They've sold their ranches. Our ranches are worth half what a normal ranch would be. I have come to the conclusion that I'm sticking on my ranch. I will not move, and if the cartels want to bump me off, okay. I have a family cemetery on the ranch, so I'm going to be either on top of the ground or below the ground.
I think a lot of people can understand where you're coming from. It's your land, it's your home, and as you say, you have a family cemetery there. What do you think when you hear from the administration that the border's safer than it's ever been and that they have more agents there than they've ever had before?
Certainly, Bush doubled the number of agents, and the border is safer near the cities. But between the cities and between the east end of the wall and the west end of the wall, it's no man's land. And that's where, of course, the druggers and the cartels are moving people through. They're catching far less than half of the people that move through the country. With the cartel scouts on the mountains, the Border Patrol never sees them.
Sir, thank you very much for being with us. It is like the Wild West in your neck of the woods still, and the cartels are a very tough foe for you to deal with. We wish you well. We wish you luck. Good to talk to you today, sir. All the best.
Thank you. And remember, an old cowboy like me wouldn't give you a bum steer.
We'll remember. Thanks for leaving us with that thought. We'll be right back with more America Live after this.